Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Loki and today I'm playing some Formula 1 2014. I'm going to be playing this until Formula 1 2015 comes out on the Xbox One. And I'll either play 2015 straight away or I'll do a 2014 going to 2015. We'll see what happens and what the circumstances are. So for this series I'm going to do a short season. I'm going to do a medium, I think it is. I'll show you guys what I pick. And I'm going to be driving for Toro Rosso, and I'm going to start from a low team and work my way up. So I'll show you guys my race settings and my difficulty settings, and then we'll jump in to qualifying. Oh, actually no, I'll show you guys my laps from qualifying, each lap, and then I'll show you guys my race as well. So race will be full race, like the full whole thing, which is going to be short, so 25% I think it is. And qualifying will be my best lap from each qualifying session and what gets me in, and then my final one for where I am on track. So I'll show you guys my race settings now. Sorry, I forgot. This is what I'm going to be picking, the medium season. So as I said before, I'm not going to do a full 19 races. I'll just go medium. That should get us through to F1 2015, and then we'll see how we go from there. Okay, so here's my race settings. So I'm going to do, full qualifying. So for those of you who don't watch Formula 1 or don't know how Formula 1 works, there are 3 qualifying sessions. You have Q1, Q2 and Q3. So the top 16, the fastest in Q1 goes to Q2. The top 10 goes to Q3, sorry. And from there, you just keep... Q3 is as high as you go, and where you finish is where you start. So this is it. I'm going to have, as I said, race distance 25%, so that should be a good time for videos. If I did do practice, I'm not going to show you guys, but as I said, I'm doing full qualifying, and I am going to have Parc Fermé on. So I'll now show you my difficulty settings. Okay, so here's my difficulty settings. I have braking assist off. I have ABS, traction control and dynamic racing line all on, because while I'm racing and talking, I need to have these on, otherwise I won't be able to talk and race, and I have to concentrate too much. So I have automatic gearbox, steering assist is off. I have pit assist on, though it doesn't really make a difference, it's just how you come out. Pit cameras off, doesn't make a difference. Parc Fermé on, as I said. The rules and flags are realistic. Car damage is on. The AI difficulty is on the hardest you can go. I can't go any more to the right. You can go down, but I'm going to have it all the way on the hardest. No flashbacks, and that's it. So I'll now show you guys my qualifying, and I will then show you the race.
And we're in the drop zone. We need a quick lap, or that's qualifying over for us. 30 seconds left in the session. Your last lap time moved you up to 18th.
Alright, well, I just showed it all up and it ended me in 18th. I haven't had a good weekend. I felt like near the end of that session I could have. I was quick in the first sector, I was alright in the middle sector, and I lost a lot of time in the last sector. And I had a little issue and went off on my final lap, my really fast lap. And unfortunately I couldn't improve because it was, 10 seconds to go and it was, halfway through the laps. Didn't have enough time, unfortunately, but we'll see what we can do in the race. So see you guys there. Alright guys, well here we are. This is the grid. So it's just showing you everything. So yeah, well hopefully we can get it then.
This is your first race, so concentrate on keeping it clean and a good result should follow. Good luck.
Alright, thank you guy. Hopefully we can get a good start, get off and have a great turn one here. A little too much power going there. So always one quick thing is the reason why I have this camera angle, if any of you are wondering, is just because I feel like it's easier for you guys. I had a few positions there. It's easier for you guys to see what's going on and everything. Normally I drive in the cockpit with no extras on around the outside, like what position I'm in and who's where. Oh, nearly got cut off there. Alright, we made up a few positions on the start. We're going around the outside. A little bit of a battle for position here. Alright, so we'll see how we go. Hopefully we can, keep this position, make up another one. We a little deep under brakes there. Alright, so yeah, so I have this camera angle because I feel like, as I said before, it's easy for you guys, and I don't mind driving this way, but as I said, I have I don't know what lap it is. I'm not really in the cockpit and everything, so. But we'll see how we go. If you guys want me to change it to the way I normally drive, just feel free to let me know, and I'll change it. One other thing is, with this driving, I'm not driving and being a prick about it. I'm not going to take people out or glitch my way to staying in my position. If someone gets past me and or fair and square, they get past me. I'm doing this as realistic as possible. So a little too much revs coming onto the straight. Looks like the Lotus behind me is going to have a go. So if I went a little bit quiet there, I might be a little quiet in times when I'm just concentrating a lot, and I apologise for that. As I'm, fairly new to talking while playing games a lot, but hopefully I can entertain you guys with enough. And just to let you guys know that on the minimap on the bottom left, there is, if you're wondering why there's an orange dot, for those of you who don't know, that is that's my teammate, who is Jean-Eric Verne. So it just lets you know where he is and how you're going. And if you're wondering where at top left, if you're wondering the very top left, with the 9 out of 22, that's my position. And if you're wondering what that 13 is, with the line, that's what position my team objective is. So what they believe I should be able to meet. Now for qualifying, that was 12th, and obviously I didn't make that. So I made quite a few positions off the start. So hopefully I can hold this and keep this position and keep fighting. If you're wondering why I'm going to the right here and giving him the right line, it's just so I can defend a little easier. So. Well, I've got 3 laps to go. Now what just popped out there is what I selected, and at top one with the fuel, that's how many extra laps I have. I can select, you know, on what fuel level I want to use. Like if I want the maximum mix, you need to have, you know, fuel in reserve. You can run standard, which is what I'm at the moment, and you can run lean, which is to save fuel through the race. So you can use your maximum one, or you can underfuel the car on the start, have a lighter car and get off well, or you can do this way where you have a heavier car. You don't get off the mark quite as fast, but you know, you can turn the engine up and really start to push the car. So that's what the fuel is. The standard there, which says normal, is, as I was saying before, what fuel mix mode I'm on. Lap stop is what lap I have to pit. When it's dry weather, you have to use two compounds, often known as option and your prime. Your prime is the harder tire of the two, and your option is the softer one. So as you see, I have on my tire the white striped, which at this track is the prime, and the other cars have the yellow striped, and that is known as the option. Now when we get to different tracks, the colors on them may vary, because it's 4 different kinds of tires. You have your super softs, which are the red striped tires. You have your soft, which are the yellow striped tires, as you see on the other car, a few of the other cars. You have your white striped tires, which is what these are, and that is your mediums. And then you have the orange ones, which are your hard tires. Every track varies. You only get a selection of 2, depending on what the game has been programmed, and in real life, depending on what Pirelli, the tire manufacturer, brings to the track. If you see green striped tires, that's usually when it's, you know, it's starting to rain and it's a little wet, but it's not wet enough to go to the full wets. They're called intermediates. And then you have your blue striped tires, which is your full wet. So when it is pouring down with rain, that's what you go to. So you'll probably see some of that later on. I'm gonna stick to the left here. So that's it. That's all about your pit stops and your laps and all that you need to know for now. You have your, and at the bottom is, you know, rejoin. So if I did pit, that is where I'd end up. If you're wondering why I didn't let my teammate through, it's purely on the fact that I want to outperform him, and that is, you know, letting him pass isn't doing as well. Although I probably should. If he gets behind me again, I might, just so we can get some more team points, I guess. But yeah, again, I'm here. I'm trying to win a championship. You know, make my way through the teams and lead my way to hopefully winning a championship. So, little corner cut there. Don't know how, but it was. So on lap 5 of 15, which that will change. You know how many, 15 laps. If it's a bigger track, like Spa, I think it's like 9 or 11. I can't quite remember. And when you get to like smaller trips like Monaco, it's 20 laps. So it all varies. It's 25% of what the actual Grand Prix would be. So, and yet again, as I said, I'm cutting this down purely on time, and you guys can just watch it. You know, it's not like 2 hours long, which is typical Grand Prix, or an hour and a half to 2 hours long, which is what a Grand Prix normally is. So, I got a while till we have to pit. I'm not really on a strategy that I'm used to. Normally my race strategy will consist of, I go on the softer tires, so the option, and I go on to the prime, which is your typical stop. But I am running the other strategy which could play out to be very interesting. I might not finish in the top 10, but we'll have to wait and see. One other thing with the importance of being in the top 10 is if you're in the top 10 you get points, championship points. So you want to get as many as you can. I think first gets 25, second gets 18, third gets 15, and it works its way down to 10th, which gets 1 point. So obviously you want to be as high as you can, score as many points as you can. I know I'm not the fastest car in the field, but we'll have to just wait and see. Oh, there's a couple of cars coming out of pits now, so see if we can get them and hold them up a little bit. Or maybe not, maybe a draft. We'll get close, but I don't think we'll be able to catch him, unfortunately. Oh, he went a little too deep under the brakes, and he's going to pull away from that. So yeah, so the input, so we'll see, you know. Oh, went wide. Going wide and running off like that, going wide and running off is, you know, very effective on your tires. They can get dirt on them and stuff, and that leads to less grip, so you have to go a little slower and everything. So this car its brakes don't feel that good, so this, don't know if that's just how this car is or if it's a problem. You can develop problems within the races where, like, you know, your DRS, which is your rear wing, that opens up, which allows you to get a nearly a 10 kilometer speed boost. Like your top speed is 10 kilometers faster, varying on what track you're on, how long the straight is, and all the circumstances. You don't in this game, but in the previous ones used to have developed KERS problems, which is your kinetic energy recovery system. So on these cars, you know, turbos, brakes, all that, there's a system that collects energy and harvests it, and you can use that, which gives you an extra 80 horsepower and a little bit more. I'm gonna try and make a pass here. Oh, a little deep. Just made him run wide. Let's see if we can hold the outside line. There we go. So he made up. Oh, it's not over yet. There we go. That's it. So I made up a position there. So I got a pass on Hulkenberg, which is a good thing for us. The more positions we can gain for the most amount of time, the better. So we can. I'll go corner cut here. Whoops. Yeah, so we get more positions we can be ahead. You know, the slower the cars, the more chance we might have on catching them on the other tires. But we'll just have to wait and see. And for those of you wondering, that is the temperature of my tires and my engine. That are the problems, and the tires do fade the color. So the darker they are, the less grip you have from when you start. So they do change. So you might see, you know, I start sliding a little bit more. I might make a few mistakes or stuff like that, where, you know, the corners, you can hear the RPM go up a little more. That's all from the tires just slowly wearing out. You can see pit stop, so it's just reminding me that I have to stop. And yeah, so if we develop any problems with the engine, it'll highlight there, it'll come up red. Same with the front wing. If I knock the front wing off or anything, it'll develop a problem and it will show me. So we're about to stop, which is going to be very interesting. We'll see how it says we'll come into 15 to 18, so hopefully not. Hopefully we can be a little higher up. But we will also be on the softer tire, so we will be faster than, we should be a little quicker than the guys ahead of us, and hopefully then we can play catch up and try and pass a few people and make up a few moves. A few positions, sorry. Here we go. Got Massa behind us in the Williams, which is a pretty good car in this game, not gonna lie. So there you go. So just that won't go away. I didn't put that up on the right. It comes up automatically when you hit your last sector, and just, you know, it keeps telling you you've got to come in, you've got to come in. So up the top, as you see, it tells you the fastest time. So Lewis Hamilton has set fastest lap of the race, and I don't think we'll be doing that anytime soon. So yeah, so here we go. Here's my team. Pretty standard pit stop there. Now, what position are we? We're P10, so we're still... Oh, we're P15, never mind. So we're not too bad. It looks like my teammates made a mistake. We might be able to make up a few positions. Oh, he came out there a little hot. So hopefully we'll be able to make up a few positions. Oh, Gutierrez is looking to make a move. Don't know what tyre strategy my teammates are running. Oh, he's running the other one. So we have better tyres. So hopefully, as I said before, we can come through, and we'll go full mix. So this is the engine turn. So he was just saying then, you know, be careful because you don't have a lot of fuel. So if I go over here, see it says fuel optimal, means pretty much just gonna make it. Oh, I went a little too deep under there. So I'm gonna have to turn it back, unfortunately. I won't get to go full noise with the engine, but that's alright. I think my teammate might have a problem with his front wing. Or he ran a little wide. There you go, around the outside. Leave room just in case he's hanging around or he thinks he's going to come back. So I'm going to be fair racing, so I will be. You might wonder why I leave a lot of room to the inside when I pass someone. That's just as, you know, if they want to come back at me and have a go themselves, if they want to come back and have a go at themselves, they can. I'm not going to, you know, stop them from doing that. Well, that's a little unfair. They deserve an equal chance. I said I want to make this as realistic as possible. So I got Kimi Räikkönen in the Ferrari ahead. Hopefully him and that other car keep dicing at it, and that allows us to catch up a little bit. We got 4 laps to do something. So hopefully, as I said before, they keep battling, and that allows us the chance to catch up. Although they are pretty quick, we're 2 seconds behind. We'll see how we go when we come to the start-finish straight. If we can get them sooner rather than later, we might just be able to get the cars ahead, because they look like they're slowly coming back to us. Hamilton again, fastest lap. So Hamilton's on a flying start. Obviously, there's a good chance he'll be in first, or has had an accident and is trying to recover. I have no idea how these AI work. We'll see. So do a little bit of throttle control on corners and try and minimize that slip with the tyres. Because the more we can save our tyres, that means the faster we can go the whole time. And so this is the question, are we still 2 seconds behind, or have we made up a little bit? We have made up a little bit, and the more they battle, as I said before, the more of a chance we have. We might actually get Räikkönen here, or maybe not, because he's going to have DRS. You see how that front wing's open, or the rear wing, sorry? That is what's allowing him to have, you know, a speed advantage. So that gives him, you know, a few kilometers extra down the straight, and he can go a little faster. That's why I stopped catching him when he opened it, and he started to pull away a little bit. The drafting in this game, which is being right behind the car ahead, where they create a slipstream in the air and they open like a hole and you don't get airline, is very much a thing in this game. So if you wonder why I'm behind someone and my car starts to not handle as well. That is because of the slipstream.
You're faster in sector 2 than the car ahead. Sector 2, go.
Oh, I'm gonna be wide. So as the guy said, we're faster in sector 2 than the car ahead. So hopefully we can use that to our advantage. But that's very much the part of where we can. Like, it's all about, you know, what tyre you have and your downforce and all that. Hopefully we can catch them. Looks like we're catching the 3 cars in front as well. So if we can, it's highly unlikely, but if we can, we might be able to make it into the top 10, which would be great. You know, we can show you guys that, you know, this car and I are able to make it, but you know, I don't think that's going to happen. I think the best result we can get for this race is probably 12th. I think there's a good chance this will be where I finish, but hopefully I can get Sutil, who's in front. Although he has started to pull away a little bit, hasn't he? 2.6, so I made a couple of mistakes. So maybe if I keep it clean, unlike what I just did there, I can catch him. Corner, that corner, you know, it's some of these corners will glitch and say that, but like realistically, I still had my left 2 tires on the track for that corner, and I don't know why it keeps appearing like that. Those 3 that are in the front really starting to come back, so maybe they can slow down a little more or keep attacking each other and slow down, then maybe, just maybe, we'll have a chance in the last lap and I can do some big lunges and dives. As I was talking before, you know, you can see the tyres are getting a little worn and I'm starting to lose a little grip, and I can definitely, I'm starting to feel it. So there's advantages of being on these tyres and disadvantages. The advantage is it's faster than the other tyre, but they obviously weigh it down just that little bit quicker than the other one. So hopefully I have enough. I think more like I'm defending against Kimi Räikkönen, who for whatever reason is down this far. And is a Ferrari, you'd think he'd be further up, but I guess not. I guess he's had a pretty shocking weekend. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to get Adrian Sutil. I think with 1 lap to go, and I think he's pulling away. Unfortunately, unless there's an accident or anything, I believe I'm going to finish here. Though, in saying that, I feel like I got a little bit more of a fight on my hand with Kimi Räikkönen here. He seems quick and he really wants his position. So he's caught up already. Woo. He's definitely got a better car than I do. Oh, he's gonna make a move. He's looking. Woo, gonna have to run wide. I don't know why I got called for cause of collision there. He slammed on his brakes and I thought I could go around the outside, but he turned, which is perfectly allowed, I guess, but still, I felt like I was justified to that overtake, but as matter of my opinion, well, we'll just have to wait and see how we go. So Lewis Hamilton's finished the race, so he's done, so now we just gotta, it gives you the timer, you know, if you don't finish within that much time, I think you'll just get disqualified, or I don't know what happens, but we should be able to do that. So let's, if we can, you know, Kimi Räikkönen does want to make a move in the last few corners. We should be fine. Well, I wouldn't rule that one out. Some of these other cars, he can get very aggressive in the last few corners. Like I know Fernando Alonso, which is Kimi Räikkönen's teammate. He is one of the hardest people to overtake, but if he's going to overtake you, he makes it known. He can get, you know, a little touchy on the rear end when you're in the corner. Oh, he's gonna get me. Oh, that's a shame. So finished 14th in the end. You know, got overtaken at the last second with Kimi Räikkönen with that DRS, which you can only use as a 1 second behind the car in front, which was a shame, but we're just gonna have to accept it. So as you see there, finished 14. Top 3 were Lewis Hamilton, Sebastian Vettel, and Fernando Alonso. So 3 different cars on the top, and that's all the way down. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, and if you want to see more, please subscribe. I'm gonna have other videos as well. I'm recently gonna play Mafia, and I'm gonna play some Halo soon. Go through the game, getting ready for Halo 5. So as I said, if you like this, hit the like button. Feel free to leave a comment if you want to comment on anything, and see ya.